Hello, and welcome to the GRAS Info Center tutorial by Brad Moore of Global Rentoscope. The tutorial will cover the basic navigation and the key features of the GRAS Info Center. When you first launch the GRAS Information Center, you will notice that most of the information is missing or incomplete. This is normal. What is happening at the moment is that the GRAS Info Center is downloading the relevant information from our servers from around the globe and will soon display it in the GRAS Info Center. The GRAS Info Center is always confirming the status of each of the telescope systems. You can see this by referring to the right-hand side and left-hand side information status bar. At the moment, here you can see that the Info Center is downloading the relevant information about each of the telescope system status. The left-hand side status bar loads information like the day-night map, the all-sky cameras, and reloads the top tab buttons. One of the key features of the GRAS Info Center is the day-night map display. The day-night map display gives you a graphic representation of each of the observatory locations and whether that location is in a day-night condition state. You can see here that the Israeli system is approaching dawn. You can see the Australian systems are in full sunlight and it's around noon. And you can see here that the New Mexico skies systems have just passed dusk. With a quick glance of your eye, you can quite easily tell which location is in the full cover of darkness. Another key feature of the GRAS Info Center is this upper right area of the screen. This provides a lot of useful information about your account and each of the telescope systems. When you start the GRAS Info Center for the first time, you need to set this information area up correctly. You can do this by simply clicking on the Setup button here. Then, all you need to do is enter your GRAS username and password. Once this information has been entered in correctly, it will tell you who you're logged in as, your current account balance in points, and your membership level. The grey information box here has a number of columns and a number of sets of information. The very left-hand side column displays the operating system of each of the telescopes. As you can see here, most of our systems use ACP. The second column across is a series of checkboxes. If the checkbox is ticked, it will alarm you when the system becomes available after the current user has logged off. This feature is useful as you do not have to sit in front of your computer and wait for the user to log off. Simply check the box, turn up your speakers, and when the system becomes available, the GRAS Info Center will sound an alarm. The next column across displays the label of each of the telescope systems. If you hover your mouse over it for an extended period of time, it will display the current telescope, the current type of camera, and the current filter set installed on the individual system. The next column across is an important column. This displays the hourly rate expressed in points per hour for each of the individual systems. This rate is displayed in real time and factors in your current membership level and the moon discount for the individual site. So, in the case of GRAS 004, it has an hourly points rate of 30 points per hour. If you are planning to use the system for half an hour, the fee for using that system would be 15 points. The final column is the status availability column. This will show you in real time and is updated approximately every 30 seconds the availability of each of the telescope systems. You can see here that G1, 2, 4, 5 and 14 are available for your use. You can also see that G3 is in use by R. Denny. You'll also notice that the Israeli system is closed due to bad weather. You can also see that G8 and G12 are currently closed for daytime and that G15 is currently offline. To log on to a system, simply click on the available link. After you click on the link, it will launch a web browser window and take you directly to the ACP interface front end for the individual system. I will cover off in another presentation on how to use the ACP interface. Additionally, you can also log on to any telescope system whilst it's in use by another user, so you can actually see exactly how much time the user has left on their current imaging session. You can also log on to the system during daytime. Maybe you want to do this to get familiar with the system, or maybe to upload an observing plan for use later that night. This also applies to weather alert conditions. You can also log on to any system that is in weather alert and upload a plan or browser system. However, if the system is in maintenance mode, in weather alert, or is closed for daytime, you will not be able to execute any script.